Hey everyone, this is Andrew from Gator Reviews, and today I'm going to do a quick comparison of the DW5750 with a couple of other popular G-Shock models that I have laying around. So I know there's already a couple reviews out here on this watch, so I'm not going to go through a ton of the features in detail, but I will just kind of make a quick, show you the basics so you can compare with the other models. So this is a non-solar, non-atomic watch. This is battery powered. It's a pretty basic G-Shock. It has a module that is excellent and can be found in the DW5600. And what makes this an interesting watch is that it's a reissue of an older Casio G-Shock model, and it's got a round case. So this is most comparable to the DW5600, which I have right here. As you can see from the display, these watches are almost identical. I hope the times not being perfectly in sync doesn't bother the OCD watchers too much. I typically have them in better sync. So, but again, these modules are identical as far as I know. Just to cover the basics very quickly, you have, let's see, you can set the time, seconds, hours, minutes, you set the year, the month, the day, and that's about it. That's all you get for the main display there. Light button here is on the bottom right, just like on the DW5600. You do have alarms. You can turn on and off. You can turn hourly chime as well. Let's see. Okay. If you do mess with the alarm or the timer, then you press the button. The mode button takes you back to the home screen. We do have a timer that can be set to the second, which is nice. And what I like is that it shows the time in the current time in the timer mode. That is also the case for the stopwatch, which is a great feature. And so you got the alarm, timer, stopwatch, and that's it. It's pretty basic. Again, that's the same setup that you get with DW5600. As you can see, the circular case is a little taller there. They're about the same width, but when you look at the height, it's not a great comparison here, but you can see the 5750 is slightly thicker as well. And even though that thickness isn't a lot, it does wear a lot bigger on the wrist. And here, I'll throw it on right now so you can see what that looks like. So I have a 6.75 inch wrist. And as you can see, this watch fits me pretty well. I like the way that this one looks on my wrist. It's not huge. It doesn't attract a lot of attention. It's just functional and does what it's supposed to do. Just for comparison purposes, I'll throw on the DW5600. And this one does wear a little bit slimmer. What I like about this one is that I just think it looks really nice with the square case, and it slides under the sleeve really well. So if you're going to wear it like in a office setting or something like that, or with a long sleeve shirt, this one works pretty well. But that being said, this one does slip under the sleeve. I wouldn't say equally as well, but well enough that it shouldn't bother you. I'll compare it to the GW6900, which I have here. The main difference is with the module, again, with the solar atomic version, you get world time as your first mode, multiple alarms. You get a stopwatch that does not show the current time in this mode, and a timer that does not show the current time and cannot be set to the second. So those are the main features that really draw me to the 5750 and the DW5600, and even the non-solar atomic version of this guy, is that, you know, the solar and atomic features are awesome, but, you know, you do have to weigh it against the fact that, you know, do you want to set your timer to the second? Do you want to be able to see your current time in the stopwatch and timer modes? For some people, it's an easy decision, but what's nice is you get to make that choice. So you can see here the case of the 6900 is significantly larger. It's just a bigger circle. It's also quite a bit thicker, especially if you include the fact that you know, you got that bump right there for to protect the fifth light button. So it's a lot thicker. Here, actually, I'll just throw this one on because I haven't done that yet, just to kind of make it consistent across the models. That's how the 6900 wears on my wrist. This is definitely as big as G-Shock I typically like. I don't own any of the bigger models. I did buy a GD100 once, and it just wore a little bit too large for me. So it wears larger. Even the button guards here stick out a little bit more. I will say though that these do, the ones on the 5750 and the 5600 for that matter, do protect the buttons pretty well. I do have a GWM5610 here, which is the same, pretty much the same module as this one, just doesn't have the dedicated light button, but same overall features. So again, you know, you have plenty of options here to pick from. I do like this watch a lot. I don't know if it's gonna, you know, it'll probably just make it into the rotation. You know, I don't have to choose. That's the nice thing. I own them all, and I can kind of rotate how I want. I do think the size of this one is really nice. I like it because it's a middle ground. It's a middle ground between the 5600 or 5610 as I have here, and the 6900. It's just it's nice to have options, but I do really like it. It's a good buy. You can get all these watches on Amazon or eBay. You know, lots of other places too, Walmart, Kmart, whatever. I will say though that this one, the 5750, is a little bit more pricey than you know, you might expect, because it's a newer model. Hopefully that price comes down a little bit. You know, it's worth it though. I think I paid $80 for this one. You know, who knows that when you're watching this video, the price may have changed. Just for comparison sake here, you can get the 5600 DW5600 for around $40, sometimes even cheaper when there's a nice sale, and it has the same features, and it's half the price. You can get a blackout version of either, you know, of course, which is even a little more money. But if you're just looking for a basic G-Shock, you know, it's hard to beat the price and the features of the 5600. It's very versatile, slides under the cuff. This one is cool though. I like the circular case. I like how you get the circular look without having to go maybe as big as this. And I know some of you are thinking the 6900 case isn't big at all. You know, but people's opinions differ, and we've got options. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. I hope this comparison was helpful. Please subscribe, leave comments below, and hope you enjoyed the video.